Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Fight Focus.
And for today's video, we will be covering what actually happened at UFC 264.
Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it.
On Saturday night, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier will settle a rivalry that dates back to 2014 when they battle at UFC 264. The combatants first met in 2014 on McGregor's rise to superstardom when the Irishman scored a first-round TKO of Poirier. Then the two met 7 years later in January in the lightweight division, with Poirier evening the score with a second-round TKO of his own. Now they look to put the final touches on this rivalry in arguably the biggest pay-per-view event of the year. There's a lot more action set for the card, including a big welterweight co-main event between former welterweight title contenders Stephen Thompson and Gilbert Burns as well, and bantamweight star Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho. Will Conor be able to overcome the defeat from January, or will Dustin the Diamond Poirier be able to put the nail in the coffin and be able to end this trilogy on his own terms? Without further ado, this is what actually happened at UFC 264. First, we'll quickly talk about the fight between Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho and Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson before we move on to the main segment of the video. Sean O'Malley vs Chris Moutinho. Rising bantamweight star Sean O'Malley's quest for a highlight reel knockout was one-upped by the otherworldly toughness of his late replacement opponent. O'Malley still recorded the victory via a third-round TKO in a dominant and one-sided performance on Saturday's UFC 264 pay-per-view card, yet it was effort put in by a badly bruised and bloody Chris Moutinho that drew the most cheers by the end of the 135-pound bout. O'Malley already had landed kicks to the head and straight rights, but it was not enough to drop Chris Moutinho. Referee Herb Dean jumped in to save Moutinho from further damage at 4 minutes and 31 seconds of the final round, setting off a plethora of boos inside the T-Mobile Arena. Moutinho, a 28-year-old native of Massachusetts who was making his UFC debut after replacing the injured Louis Smolka, likely secured himself a second date with the promotion as his forward pressure never slowed down despite accruing a tremendous beating. Gilbert Burns vs Stephen Thompson. Wonderboy stayed on the outside, but soon enough, Burns closed the distance shooting for a single leg. Thompson, however, employed a whizzer and fought off the takedown. Burns was able to fire off some knees to his opponent's thigh, and if nothing else, he was earning some control time in winning the positional battle. The Brazilian landed a half guard, with Thompson trying in vain to wall walk up. And when Thompson did work his way up, he ate a knee to the body and several quick punches to the face. A strong round for Burns, though Thompson fired a head kick just as the horn had sounded. The attacks were few and far between in the first half of round 2, but Burns soon shifted momentum, landing on Thompson and at last getting his attention, if not hurting him. On Thompson's next attack, Burns lunged for a leg but couldn't hold on to it. Then Burns would fire a leg kick in the final minute, a right hand, then change levels and charge forward to land a takedown. The fight would close with Burns standing over Thompson, landing shots to the back of neck and the head. Obviously, Gilbert Burns came out the winner. Which opponent would make sense for Gilbert Burns to face next? Now on to our main segment of the video. The fight started off with McGregor throwing 2 spinning roundhouse kicks that missed in the opening of the fight. He was able to land a few leg kicks. Dustin responded with the right hand and was able to trade more on the feet. McGregor kept going for leg kicks early and barely missed a right hand. Poirier landed a hard right hand after a leg kick froze him. Then Conor attacked with a combination as Poirier smashed him with one of his own. Dustin went for a takedown, causing McGregor to go for a guillotine, but Dustin was able to get out of it as the crowd erupted. Then Dustin rained down elbows that made some contact with McGregor's face. Poirier wouldn't let Conor up and continued to drill him with elbows and punches. A few up kicks landed from McGregor, but Poirier went right back to drilling him with the ground and pound. They were finally up again as Dustin crushed him with the right hand as Conor would take a misstep and break his ankle. The fight was called off immediately, and Dustin was awarded the TKO victory while Conor ended up being stretchered out. What do y'all think is next for Conor in his MMA career? Will he fight again, or will his career be finished here? Let us know in the comments below.
This is not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. We don't give a
Alright MMA fans, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, make sure to hit the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Also, don't forget to comment below what video you want to see next.